Today I'm going to discuss about the tips to learn English fast. So the very first tip that I'm going to give you is that nothing can be achieved without passion, seriousness, and consistency. So you have to be passionate about learning a language because language cannot be learned without a serious approach in your life. Second, you have to start as soon as possible. If you are serious about learning any language, start today because it is rightly said that tomorrow never comes. So start today and be consistent in your approach. Consistency is very important. You have to be regular and you have to devote time regularly to language learning. So if you want to start with English language learning, you have to surround yourself with a lot of English material. Create a surrounding which will help you develop communication skills in that language. So my second tip is that surround yourself with English language material, under which the very first idea is to change the interior of your room to make it compatible and to support your English language communication learning. In your room, the very first thing you should do is create a reading corner for yourself, wherein you can create a small space for yourself with a shelf consisting of a few books or a lot of English material to read. It can be magazines, it can be newspapers, it can be comics, it can be literature books, or it can be any other books of your interest. Second thing you should do is create a vocabulary wall in your house. You can create the vocabulary wall at any place wherein you spend a lot of time. Say for example, if you are a housewife and you spend a lot of time in the kitchen, then you can create a small wall for yourself in the kitchen itself, so that a lot of words remain in front of your eyes and you can pick up those words to speak in that language. So create a vocabulary wall for yourself. Now, how will you create a vocabulary wall, which I'm going to discuss in my vlogs further? The best idea is to create a vocabulary wall with root words. Okay, pick up root words, and root words will help you learn a lot of vocabulary words and to memorize them or to remember them and use them quite easily. Say for example, whack, V-A-C, whack is a word which means empty, something which is empty. Now with this VAC, whack word, we can create a lot of words. So whack, VAC, whack, which means empty, becomes a root word, and you can create a lot of words using these words, which will be connected with the meaning, root meaning of it, which is empty, like vacation. So vacation is holidays, right? Something in which is a free time, which is connected with this root meaning, empty. So vacation, vacate, to leave something, vacate the room or something like that. Vacant, okay, that means something which is free, which is empty, which is vacant, or vacuum, etc. Right. The second example of root words is, say, bio. Bio means life. Okay, so with this root word bio, we can create a lot of words like biology, biography, etc. Other root words are, say, auto or maybe e. So root words is a great technique that you can use to improvise your vocabulary. The next tip from my side is that you have to surround yourself um, maybe with a lot of things wherein which will give you a good environment to become a good communicator in English language. Like, say for example, if you are watching television, try to watch a lot of shows in English language. It can be English news channel, it can be reality shows, or it can just be a song that you are just hearing for entertainment purpose. uh, the next thing that you should be doing is you should try to catch up with persons, or you should create a group wherein you have people who have good communication skills, or if not, then at least people who are seriously trying to achieve success and they are trying to become good communicators in English language, and you spend a lot of time with them, interacting, chit-chatting with them in English language. If you are not able to find any such person, then it's good that you try to find a person, try to find help, and try to make friends with a person who has good communication skills, and just request that person, if that person can spend 5 to 10 minutes every day with you, that person can be your teacher, that person can be a relative of yours or a neighbor of yours, or that person can be requested to spend 5 to 10 minutes with you discussing on any topic in English language, which will help you become good communicators if you will interact in that language and bring it into your life. Now see, communication is similar to swimming, or learning a language is similar to swimming. How you learn to swim, or how you learn to play a game. You cannot learn to swim, you cannot learn a new game before you move to the ground or before you move into the swimming pool. Similarly, in order to learn language, you have to start using that language every day in your life, right? Even if you are hesitating or you have the fear, the next tip from my side is you have to shed off that fear. Okay, you have to drop that fear from your life. You have to overcome that fear in your life and try to communicate in that language. In the beginning, yes, you will commit a lot of mistakes. You will feel that you are not able to do it at all, but try to pick up small phrases. Try to speak and get started with phrasal language. Okay, learn small phrases. Try to bring those small phrases into your life, everyday life, and then move on to small sentences. Right, don't try to create lengthy sentences. So first start with phrasal language first, English language, and then try to move on to small sentences. All right, but just begin. See, to take one step forward is something very crucial. Okay, whenever you plan to start a new thing, fears are always there, and you have to overcome that fear. Once you'll overcome that fear, let me tell you, you'll start loving it. Like, say for example, I have started learning how to drive a four-wheeler, a car. At the beginning, I was hesitating to sit on the driver's seat, but once I did and I took one or two rounds, I started enjoying it, and I started feeling, okay, let me take one more round, let me take one more round. Okay, and I have started developing a little confidence in myself. Similarly, you have to do it for language. Okay, so get started today itself. I'll be coming up with more and more of tips, and my next vlog will be based on root words, because the very first thing is vocabulary. If you will pick up a little vocabulary, or if you learn a few phrases which can be used in your day-to-day life, then it'll become easy for you to take a step forward, right? So please do subscribe to this channel if you want to have more vlogs. In my next vlog, I will teach you how to frame vocabulary words with the root words, right, which will help you understand the vocabulary words and learn them fast. Before I conclude, I'll recall my tips once again for you. Number one is, I told you, you have to be passionate and very serious. You have to be consistent. You have to spend time every day speaking, listening, reading in that language, in English language. Second is, the most important that I gave you was to create a vocabulary wall in your house. So I hope you'll create a vocabulary wall in your house. Thank you so much. That's all.